Hey, Myles. What do you think about the opportunity to play in your hometown, in obviously one of the most famous stadiums in the world? And we have family, friends there. What's that going to be like?
Definitely got some family there. It wouldn't be home for me if I didn't have the family and friends there that I've known and grown up with. So getting the opportunity to play in front of them, which is 10, 15 minutes down the street, it's a blessing. I hope to be able to come out of there with a win.
And how many times have you played in that stadium? Or
I believe four, 3 times in college and 1 time in high school.
is it a special place to you?
Cowboy Stadium. You can make a name for yourself. Getting a big win there. They're America's team, and all eyes are on them almost every week. So, got to make sure to put on a big showing.
Thanks.
Mary Kay Cabot will have our next question.
I remember at one point when you were saying that you wanted to kind of set the tone and carry your side of the ball a little bit, and Baker planned to do the same on the offensive side of the ball. And you said just kind of like two Texas boys, willing to, to kind of help carry the team a little bit. So is it sort of special that both of you guys are going back and, at a time when you're trying to do that for your sides of the ball?
I mean, other than it being a Dallas game, me being able to go back home, I don't give it more importance than it is. They're a good team, and we're a good team, and we have to settle this, and that's how it is every week. I'll be able to have more family and friends there because I'm back home, and I get to play the Cowboys, and you've seen them on Thanksgiving growing up, for years. But at the end of the day, they're just somebody in the way at this point. We have to get a win. Someone's record's got to change.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. We'll go to Scott Petrick next.
Hey, Myles, you got the back-to-back critical strip sacks. So when you visualize this game, what's next for you?
I mean, hopefully just more big plays. I'm not Ali. I don't see the future. I can't call what round or what quarter, but just hoping that I make the plays I'm supposed to make, and when I get those opportunities, either make them or push them to someone who's gotten freed up, because I'm getting off. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Providing pressure, making the tackles I'm supposed to make, getting in the backfield, and hopefully creating takeaways for my team, and giving us a chance to get a win.
And when you talked about that strip sack last week, you said you could tell the guy wasn't going to get help, and you kind of been setting him up all day. When it comes to that, do you know before the snap that I'm going to get there and this could be a huge play?
I mean, it's always a chance that he changes things up. Lineman, they can be savvy as well, change up their sets. But I mean, he hadn't changed up his, so I had an idea that he had been sitting down a little bit more instead of getting back. So I had a higher chance of getting back there and making a big play. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Jeff Shadell, your line is open.
Hey, Myles, Dak Prescott leads the league in passing, but he's a threat to run too. So how does that affect the way you try to attack him and sack him?
We've got to make sure we corral him and keep him in the pocket, knowing that he has that ability to get out of the pocket and make some plays with his feet, either downfield or getting actual yardage, running. And he's a talented player. He's worth a lot to that team, and he's proven his worth day in and day out over there. So we have to make sure that we don't allow him to make those big plays that he's accustomed to making, and make sure that we're on our P's and Q's, with our rat holes and where he can escape.
Mary Kay Cabot, back to you.
Hey, Myles, is Aldon Smith someone that you kind of admired in the past a little bit? And can you just talk about the the comeback that he's making right now, how sort of remarkable that is after all these years. And obviously he's, right in front of you. So maybe you're going to have to be outplaying him on Sunday too.
I wouldn't say admired. Definitely respected. I respected his game and how he rushes the passer. I think he's one of the best natural pass rushers the game has seen in a long time. And as far as football, I'm glad to see him back doing those things because he has a lot of ability and he has a lot more instincts than most guys who come into the league. And so it'd be good to see what he can do in person. Good to watch him, and I'd like to see how we match up against him and how our O-line looks. But there's no competition between him and I. It's between me and that offensive tackle and me and Dak. That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Nate Ulrich, you're up.
Hey, Myles, what's your favorite memory of playing Martin? And what's your relationship like with the community? And how much is the support of that program mean to you?
I still give back to my high school, whether it's items or money or clothing, trying to make sure that they have the best I can offer. Greatest memory? First one that comes to mind really is beating our rival Bowie in basketball and football. Man, we're just beating them and be able to take the first seed in the playoffs in basketball, and then beating the hell out of them and football as well. That was cherry on top.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nate. Back to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Myles, I saw Brian Baldinger break down your dip move on Twitter the other day. And I want to know, when did you know that was special, that you were able to do that and not a whole lot of other people were or are?
They started talking about it in college that I was able to have, this spin that was unique. And actually, Adrian Claiborne said something, I think on Wednesday when I was bending the edge. He was like, "How the hell did you learn to do that?" It's like, I never learned. I just could do it. And I wasn't anything that I really practiced other than doing hoop drills and trying to bend the edge and run the corner. That's just how I was able to do it. I didn't really try to pattern it after anybody. I watch pass rushers for their moves, not specifically their bend. And that was just something I was blessed with.
Do you attribute it to like balance or your flexible ankles? Can you point to like one thing that allows you to do that?
I think I have a good core where I can lean into guys but still keep my balance. Trying to angle myself and run towards the quarterback while they're trying to push my upper body on my shoulders. I'm able to turn my shoulders while they're pushing it, and still keep my momentum. Still training towards the quarterback.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. We'll take two more. We'll go to Mary Kay Cabot and Tom Withers. Mary Kay, your line is open.
It looks like Tyron Smith might be back for this game. I know you like to play against the best of the best. So are you kind of excited that it looks like he might play? And just tell us a little bit about him.
I don't know that much about him. I know he's one of the best tackles in football. And him being healthy and being on the field, I don't think he'd be out there unless he felt like he could do the job to the best of his ability. And so, knowing that, you got guys who are willing and hungry to have a shot. The guy who's at the top of the game right now, he's been one of the best for a while, and none of my guys are going to back down for the challenge, and neither am I.
Thank you.
Final one goes to Tom Withers. Tom.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Myles. Myles, you alluded to this earlier. All eyes are always on the Cowboys. Are you curious to see how you guys are going to respond to this moment? Is this kind of a litmus test for you guys to go on the road to play a real solid team and perform well?
It is. And we have to see where we are and who we are. This will be a real test for us. They're better than their record right now, and they're definitely a solid team with the weapons they have on offense and defense. And I feel the same way with us. We have to go out there and prove that we're a solid team as well, and that we can bang a battle with anybody in the NFL.
Have you detected that over the last week or so, Myles? Just this early success that you guys have had, and I know it's only through 3 games, but do you feel a confidence building within this group?
Absolutely. And we're in a spot, as I've heard 100 times, that we haven't been in 6 years, and guys are kind of hungry to keep the success going. And we're definitely not trying to leave out of their place with the nail. No matter what we have to do, it's within the rules. Just play hard and play physical, and just attack them, pressure them, and make them win it.